What's going on, guys, and welcome to another Five Nights at Freddy's Funko figure video. And as you guys know, I always cover the newest figures that get announced, and while I'm a little bit late to this one, it is the figures that I've been waiting for the longest time, so I knew I had to cover them for you guys. And that is, of course, if you guys have seen the other videos, it's the sister location figures. So we have 5 figures in total and a few extras, which of course I'll go over with you guys in this video. But to start, the first 5 figures are Baby, Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, Ballora, and Ennard. Now, the cool thing about Ennard is, well, I mean, it depends on how you look at it, but just like in the other figure sets, if you collect the other 4 figures, you actually get to build a special figure, which last time it was the Nightmare for the Nightmare animatronics. Before that, I think it was Springtrap, and then before that, I think it was Golden Freddy. So they've always had this, you know, in all the sets. So this time around, it's actually Ennard, which is by far the coolest looking figure from the ones I've seen so far. And I don't know how these are going to look in person, because I think these are just like the concept design sort of things, but I mean, if they look anything like these pictures, they're going to look pretty insane. So the first one we have here is Baby. Now, she actually comes with the torso, or the upper torso, of Ennard, and it looks pretty cool. Ennard obviously has like a button in the middle of his chest and a whole entire metal body, and one of my favorite things about his little figure right there is the fact that they actually have the animatronic eyes inside of the figure itself, which I didn't think they would actually do, but they did, and it looks so freaking nice. He's actually missing his right eye, which I never even realized, but still, the Ennard figure looks pretty cool. And if you actually look at the Baby figure itself, it's got a very creepy sort of tone to it. I've never really taken a good look at Baby, but like, she actually has a very creepy looking face. She's got like these super wide eyes and just a super smiley mouth, which just, when those two combine together, it's just not something that's very pleasant to see. I'll be completely honest, I'd be terrified if I saw that at night. Definitely a very creepy animatronic, which is why I wish we would have seen more of it in the sister location. Like, seriously, I want to see more of Baby. I don't know how, but I want to see more of her somehow. But anyways, after that, we have Funtime Freddy. He actually comes with what appears to be Ennard's left leg. Maybe, actually, no, it's his right or left. So his right leg, which actually looks pretty cool. Of course, it's got that same sort of metal, metallic sort of, you know, feel to it, and a sort of like springy part around his leg, which actually looks kind of cool. And it also, the bottom part, like the feet part, actually remind me a lot of like Nightmare Foxy for some reason. Like, they have that look to it. But of course, Funtime Freddy actually looks insane, because not only are you getting 1 animatronic, but you're also getting 2, because you're also getting Bon Bon, and it doesn't really do a good job of showing him in the picture that I have in front of me. It's kind of like has him like slanted down. Let me actually see, is there another picture of him? Oh, okay, so I'll have this picture up. There's a picture of him holding it up in the air, and it looks really freaking cool. Now, obviously, this is the iconic duo from the game, and especially in the freaking custom night, these two were terrifying to go up against, and it looks like now you can actually get them in figure form, and they look insane. That's one of my favorite things about this game, and or I guess this style of animatronics, is the white and like a different color sort of like versions of them that they have. Like, I don't know if that makes sense, but like, you know how Baby is white and red, Funtime Freddy is like white and pink, Funtime Foxy is like white and red and pink. Like, I like how they mix those two colors together, because they really do like make them look a lot more vibrant and pop, if that makes any sense, and they do look pretty insane. But like I said before, that is Funtime Freddy. Of course, he's got like that sort of speaker thing on his chest and a microphone that also comes with him, and I think Baby comes with one too. Yeah, I forgot to mention that, but Baby also comes with a red microphone, and Funtime Freddy comes with a pink one. Now, after that, we have my personal second favorite. I was gonna say personal favorite, but we all know Ennard is up there. But we have Funtime Foxy, and she looks pretty insane. She's got like that white and pink contrast, which I was talking about previously. She's got like a red bow tie, and it comes with what appears to be Ennard's left leg, I want to say. You can also see one of the eyeballs of one of the animatronics in that too, and it looks really freaking cool. And of course, Funtime Foxy looks insane too, because like, look at its teeth. Like, it's got like the sharp teeth, it's got the creepy smile, and it's got like the wide eyes, just like Baby, but a little less creepy in my personal opinion. Anyways, though, after that, we have Ballora. Now, what's cool about this figure, which I guess it makes sense, because if you want to be able to actually stand this thing up, you're gonna need what they have on this, and it's actually a piece of the show stage. It's actually like a smaller piece of it. Like, it's like a miniature show stage she basically comes with, which is pretty cool. Now, unfortunately, this does not come with any mini arenas, which I feel like they're kind of missing out on that, because, you know, Funtime Freddy comes with like his Bon Bon, and you know, the other ones come with like microphones. I feel like they definitely could have included a mini arena with Ballora, but unfortunately they didn't. And it looks like she, which is kind of interesting, she comes with both of Ennard's arms, which is kind of strange. I mean, maybe they just, well, I guess they didn't really have any other figures to make, but it would have been nice to have seen you know, maybe like a mini arena included instead of one of the arms, and maybe like another figure somehow of one of the other animatronics. But still, after that, of course, we have our one and only, the main animatronic from the show, and it is Ennard, and he looks so freaking insane. Of course, he's got the full body body version of him. He's only got the top part of his head covered with a mask, and the rest of him is all metal, and it's got eyeballs sticking out of him from, of course, the other animatronics, and it just looks so freaking insane. And of course, the little happy party hat, which just really puts this thing together and makes it look even more creepy. But anyways, though, after that, because like I told you guys, that is not all that they announced. There's actually a lot more to go, and we actually have some brand new mystery minis. Now, I haven't purchased any of these in quite a while because they don't personally interest me, but I know a lot of you guys do actually have an interest in these, so I wanted to cover them, and there is a few of them that stick out that I think look absolutely insane. So here they are on screen right now, and I think there is a total of 3, 6, 9, 12, so 15 in total, and they all look really freaking nice. So the first one we have here is Funtime Freddy. Of course, they all have like these pieces on their face to actually open up. Obviously, that's part of the game, and you can kind of definitely see that in their little figures, which is actually kind of creepy. But of course, Funtime Freddy. After that, you have Ennard, which has a nice little happy smile to them, which is one of the reasons why I wasn't the biggest fan of these, because they're a little bit more on the kid-friendly side, if you guys know what I mean. I'm looking for more of like, you know, a creepy side of these animatronics, which is why I don't personally buy these. But anyways, though, after that, we have Funtime Foxy, then we have Ballora, and then they just kind of threw in the Nightmare animatronics. We have Nightmare Freddy, Nightmare Foxy, Nightmare Chica, and Nightmare Bonnie, and even Nightmare Carl the Cupcake, which is pretty cool. I'm glad they didn't forget about him. After that, we have the Nightmare NA, which this is the one that I'm saying, like, if I was to get one of these, I would 100% want the Nightmare NA or the Nightmare Cupcake, because those two look freaking insane and really cool. After that, though, we have Nightmare Chica, Nightmare Balloon Boy, and this is the other one that I would definitely want, which is Nightmare Mangle. Look at this thing. It doesn't have that cute look to it at all. I mean, it kind of does on Mangle's head, but besides that, like, it's got this head just sticking out of the side of it. It's got a big metallic, you know, look to it, and it just looks a lot more worn and beat up, and it definitely looks pretty awesome. After that, we have Nightmare Fredbear, though, and then we have a weird version of Baby from the sister location. I'm not sure how to feel about that little figure right there, but still pretty cool. After that, though, which I've actually covered these in another video, or some of these I want to say, or I guess not really all of them. I've only covered, I think, 2, because they had the glow-in-the-dark versions of these announced, but they have Nightmare Foxy Funko figures, which are actually just announced, and also the Nightmare Chica Funko figure. And then after that, we have the Cupcake and the... which this is kind of strange, never realized this. We have a limited edition version of the Cupcake, which it looks like a phantom version of it. It has text beside it, but I can't really read it like on the box, but that's actually kind of cool. I actually kind of want that one. And then we have Nightmare Bonnie after that. Now that's just the first, I think that's like what, the second wave? Yeah, that's the second wave of the pop figures. After that, we have the third wave, which is obviously the sister location figures themselves. And these actually look pretty insane, at least some of them. Some of them I'm not the biggest fan of, but others, like I said before, are pretty awesome looking. So the first one we have here is Baby. Take a look at her. Of course, she has all these like lines indented into her face, which obviously signifies that her mask can like open up. Obviously, this one open up, even though that would be pretty insane, but unfortunately they stay sealed. But still, it's nice to have that, you know, like the design on it basically on her face. And anyways, though, after that we have Ballora, and then after that we have Funtime Freddy, Funtime Foxy, and that is it, guys. That is all the new figures that were announced. Overall, there is a lot coming up, and there's a lot to buy here. I'm honestly not sure I'm going to be picking up all of the merchandise, but of course, I know for sure as a fact, I mean, some of the stuff I know, like 100% I'm going to be buying is the, you know, sister location figures. Obviously, all 5 of those I've got to pick up and unbox for you guys. I'm still trying to get all of the Nightmare, or not really Nightmare, but like all the glow-in-the-dark figures for you guys. You know, there's a few of them that I'm still waiting to arrive here, but I have 2 of them so far, which I'm not going to say who they are, but you guys will hopefully be seeing an unboxing of those sometime soon on the channel. But yeah, I've definitely got to pick up this location figures, because of course I've got to be able to build Ennard. Like, if you can't build Ennard, then you just I would be missing out. So I've got to buy all 5 of them, actually all 4 of them, because obviously the 5th one is Ennard. And after that, I know I definitely got to pick up the Funko figures, or the pop figures, I guess I should say, because those actually look really cool, especially that Cupcake version, which I'm thinking it's like a phantom version of the Cupcake. I'm not sure where that's from. I'm sure you guys could tell me in the comment section down below, but I don't recognize that symbol at all. But please tell me, guys, in the comment section down below, because I'd love to order that maybe online or something like that and get that shipped out to me, because that thing looks insane. I do not want to miss out on it. And of course, the sister location Funko figures I also want to pick up. But guys, that is all of the figures that we have so far that have been announced, and I don't really think we're missing out on anything. The only thing I'm really hoping that kind of comes after this, which that isn't related to Funko, so we do still have a fairly big chance of it coming out, is the McFarlane Toys like sets. Basically, if you guys don't know, I've unboxed these previously on the channel. You know, most of the figures sets that they've, you know, released, I've probably bought at least 9 out of the 10. But basically, though, I've unboxed them on the channel too, and they're like, you know, they're real life versions of different Find the Freddy's things that are in the game. So like they had the Find Freddy's office, they had the Spring Trap or the Fazbear Fright office. They had a bunch of different things that they recreated in like a Lego sort of style, and I'm hoping they do that for like Baby's office. Actually, what am I saying? We've seen that before. I don't know if that's still a thing, but hopefully, you know, that still comes out and we can take a look at that too whenever that comes out. But still, overall, all this stuff has really got me hyped up. There's so much Find the Freddy stuff coming out this year, and just a lot more other stuff to come soon too. So I'm pretty hyped overall. Tell me what you guys think of this in the comment section down below, though, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out, guys.